Hello, Bediddlers. Guess what? I have a new stage that I'd like to play with you. It is Dumet's Dream of Electric Sheep. A pun, of course, on Do Robot's Dream of Electric Sheep, based on the fact that there are a lot of Mets in this level, and it's also a clue as to the boss of this level. I've given you 5 weapons, although one you don't have immediate access to. Here we are. We have tiles from Solar Man stage in Mega Man 10, and Dust Man stage in Mega Man 4, and a Mega Man 6 background, with music from Spark Man stage, Mega Man 3. Now, first enemy, a Sniper Joe, which I got hit by, and I'm going to play it first with my regular weapon, and then with special weapons. And we're introduced to the main gimmick, these switches. You press it, it goes orange, the blue blocks disappear, and that is the gimmick that you have to get used to. Here we are again. It's also true of ladders. There's a blue ladder there, deactivated, because the button over here is red or orange, and we have to activate it by going down there, and there you go. We're also introduced to these conveyor belts. As you can see here, blue blocks blocking an orange ladder, and there you go. And that is the basic gimmick here, combined with a lot of metals, hence the title. And the idea of this stage is, my past stages, there's been a lot of instant death. So this stage, the gimmick is essentially nothing, I don't think so, can kill you in one hit. You've got to be quick here, otherwise those Mets will get you. Think of it as like a Met factory, if you will. Didn't quite work that time, but basically, let's try that again. Let's scroll. The idea being here is that there you go. The idea being is that when you switch that switch, the Mets up there come down and get you. There we go. Weapon energy over there if you need it. Now we come to our first potentially tricky bit of timing, because of course, if we switch that switch, we will fall into that electric platform there, which doesn't kill you, it just hurts you. So timing is required, and that's what you've got to do there. A block, that you require that disappearing block to get that health, in case you've taken a lot of damage. Speed is of the essence here. Obviously, ideally don't get hit, but there we go. You have to avoid those electric beams, which again, they hurt you, they don't kill you instantly. Now, this is a little bit more complicated without special weapons, but still perfectly doable, because of course we have that Met up there, but if we time this correctly, we should be able to deal with him with relative ease. There we go. Switch that switch and slide through. There you go. An electric fence just sits there, but it's in our way, so we don't approve of that. Some more block timing puzzles for you. Observe the pattern before you go, and you should be fine. And luckily, it's quite easy to get on these blocks. The electric platforms, they're fairly forgiving, I think. Kill this Sniper Joe before we proceed. And kill this Met as well, which is why this platform is here, because you can't get it from here, but you can from here. Now there is an M tank over there, which will refill our health and our energy, weapon energy. So, good idea to get that. Do have to earn it though. Don't get anything for there. You don't get anything for free in this world. And time. There we go. Little bit of health, a health refill, and a little bit of weapon energy, because we face our mini-boss. You do have the charge shot in this, by the way, so do use that to your ability, and you probably will want to use it against Sparkman, where we combine the electric beams with a boss. And this is Sparkman from Mega Man 3. And what he does, and I got hit there because I'm a fool, he will create mini sparks and then he will launch a big spark at you, and the big spark, as you would expect, does the most damage. He's cornered me there. I believe that is dodgeable, but I still mess it up. But there we go, that's our mini-boss. Get a little bit of health. Of course here you have to contend with the electrical beam as well, but I think you could handle it. Another checkpoint here. We come to the second half of the stage, which I believe is more difficult, as it should be. We come up to this room first, and there's a suspicious orange block there, but we won't find out what that is until my second playthrough. Because we're going to do the bare bones playthrough today. Now. Now, of course, when you activate the blue blocks, the orange blocks are deactivated, and these enemies come after you. Get onto that blue block up there, and you should be fine, and don't do what I do. That ladder up there is... You could miss this, you don't need to go up here, but it's just a little checkpoint if you so require it, which you may not do. Some Sniper Joes here, easier to take out with weapons, but perfectly doable without weapons. This one here, you can take out with charge shots like this. Now we come to perhaps the most tricky timing puzzle. If you mess it up, you will fall into the electricity, which hurts you, as you can see. And yes, careful, you must be careful here. Shoot, create, shoot. There we go, that requires some specific timing. And of course, when we go down to the blue platform down there, that Met will shoot us, so we need to be ready for him. But I think that's quite fun, and I enjoy it myself. And now we come to our final room, and we can't proceed, there's an orange gate. So we need to activate that orange ladder there, and we do it by shooting that switch. A little bit of a caution as advised here, you don't want to be electrocuted. That Met there, a little tricky, but you can easily kill him like that. And our orange key is down there. Now, you might think, how do we get it? Aha, there is a block that appears, but we want to time this just right. There we go. And normally, I can time that well, but I hesitated, because I'm a fool. Let's get our revenge, shall we? There we go. And you do need these blue blocks to get back, because you can't jump onto those grey disappearing blocks. There we go. As you can see, loads of Mets in here. That is your main enemy, and they can be quite pesky. We don't want to go down there just yet, because if you look below, there's a Sniper Joe guarding an energy refill, but we need to deactivate the blue block. And that's what you do. We now have access to the energy, so we will be able to face the boss with full health. But we have to kill this gentleman first. Simplicity itself. That Met will try and shoot us, but he will miss horribly. And here we are at the boss. And the boss is, as you maybe have guessed, Sheepman from Mega Man 10. We'll let him rip, and it combines these switch platforms with the electrical floors. So it can be a little bit hectic, but I think it's quite fun. You may be irritated by this sort of design, but I like it myself. And that's all I can do, isn't it? Create what I personally enjoy. And there are Mets as well, which may get on your nerves. As you can see there. And Sheepman is a little bit more difficult than he is in Mega Man 10, because he doesn't really have... He has longer invincibility frames. So, yes. A tricky little fight that expects you to try and manipulate these platforms to your advantage. Of course, you may find you don't need them, but I think it's quite fun using them, like this. Of course, you don't want to use the switch and dump yourself into spikes. And there he goes. A fun fight, I think. I do enjoy that. Initially, I wasn't going to give you the charge shot, but actually that fight is actually very tough without it, and it's very long as well. But now, we are going to replay that stage with special weapons, because, again, we'll make it easier, and there are also some bonuses that we will enjoy. So I've given you a few weapons. The Silver Tomahawk from Mega Man 6. The Ice Slasher, which you may recognise from Mega Man 1. The Mirror Buster, which is a sort of shield deflection weapon from Mega Man 10, one of the Mega Man killers. The Quick Boomerang from Mega Man 2. And the Quick Boomerang is great for these things because it goes behind them and shoots them. It's great here as well because, in fact, you can use a silver... Well, what you can do, get the Mirror Buster out and deflect a shot onto the switch. Indeed, the Mirror Buster is a very fun weapon. I love deflecting things. As you can see there, I deflected one into that switch, and so we're free to go. The Ice Slasher can freeze enemies. Oh, and if you find yourself taking a lot of damage, there is some health there, but you really need the Mirror Buster for it, because otherwise that Met will probably get you. It's tricky to get out of here. That's all. I'll show you how to do it. A slide... Oh, try again. A slide jump. There we are. Third time's the charm. Tricky. But it is for health, so I think it's acceptable. If you let those Mets come at you, you can use the Mirror Buster to deal with them. There you go. There we go. Again, you can use the Mirror Buster here. There you go. Very satisfying, I find. Quick Boomerang. And we can fill up our mirror weapon here, in fact. There we go. Now here, I just recommend using your regular weapon because you could accidentally hit that switch and you can fall into the electricity. There we go. Considering we messed up that jump, let's refill our health. And again, it's very good here because you can dispose of this Sniper Joe very quickly. And right here, a Silver Tomahawk has that sort of upward trajectory, and you can take out that Met, and you don't have to worry about him. You also make this section easier because you can flick the switch from here, and you can skip 2 of the blocks. It's a precise jump, but very doable. There we go. I love this. I love the Silver Tomahawk. I like the angle. Very handy. Let's see if we remember the pattern here. We should do. I should do. I made this level. You can get some sneaky hits there. Again, the angle of the Silver Tomahawk can take out that Met. I mean, the Silver Tomahawk, even though it's obviously brown, but never mind. It's a video game. Patience is a virtue. You can take that switch, activate that switch very easily. I mean, that's very precise, that bit there. You can easily hit the electricity, but as you are getting an M-Tank... Whoops, I don't know what I was playing at there. You are getting an M-Tank, so a little bit of difficulty, I think, is justified. Wait, and across. There we go. A little bit of a weapon refill. And now we come to Sparkman, and he is weak to the Mirror Buster because you can reflect all his sparks back at him. Let's see. 1, 2. Does 4 units of damage, and it's just very satisfying. There we go. A great little weakness, I think. And as you can see, you can take care of him incredibly quickly. There we go. Let's preemptively kill this Met with the Silver Tomahawk. And this that electric telly is a thing that is floating around in the electric force field. That's what that enemy is called. Now this is where things are going to get a little bit different because, whoops, activate the ice here. I recommend activate that switch. That Sniper Joe will try and shoot us, but if we freeze it, it will ignore us. We'll freeze that as well because you might be thinking, okay, so now it looks like we can go through here. We certainly can go through here, and we come to the secret boss. He is weak to the Silver Tomahawk, but I will kill him with my regular weapon to prove that it can be done. It's Crystal Man from Mega Man 5. And luckily for us, he is it's easy to manipulate his AI. if you stand far away from him, he will use his crystal eye weapon, where he shoots a big crystal that splits up and goes all over the place. You stay close to him, he just does this and jumps around like a fool. But that's what we want, because we want him to be easy to defeat. One more charge shot should do it, and there we go. And for defeating him, we get the crystal eye, his weapon, which will be of benefit. This yellow thing here, don't be worried, don't be afraid, it's a teleporter. And there's a bit of health there that requires some specific timing. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. Although, of course, if you mess up like I did, you'll take a bit of damage. But I've still profited. Ice Slasher. I shouldn't have done that because now I have to wait for this Met to unfreeze. There we go. And now we can continue. Checkpoint up there if you need it. I'll show you what the crystal eye does. You can shoot it and it splits up like that. And there we go. Killed that fella. There we go. And it's quite a fun weapon to use. Here, equip the Silver Tomahawk. Kill those things in one go and activate that switch. Very fun. I don't recommend using the crystal eye here because you won't know if it will hit the switches or not. But I do recommend the Silver Tomahawk. Makes it a little bit easier. And it also kills that Met very nicely. Of course, if you mess up, you will have to do that again. Here, you have the Met guarding the switch. Freeze him and click the switch at the same time. Is what I would recommend doing. Let's use the quick boomerang. I haven't shown it much love. There we go. Equip your crystal eye, I recommend. And what you can do here, shoot it, take out the electric telly and the Met with absolute ease. Very satisfying. Get our key. I recommend refilling the crystal eye or the Silver Tomahawk. Whoops. There we go. I like doing that because you take out the Met and the switch. We can wait here. Come on, there we go. Whoops, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I've had too many drinks. There we go. The quick boomerang can actually take out that Met there, so you don't have to worry too much about that. You can wait for those electric light generators to disappear. And once again, what you might find yourself doing is, oh no, you could fall down and you can't access the... Well, actually, what we'll do here, before we do anything, let's reflect the Sniper Joe's shots back at it. There we are, satisfying. You might think, well, I can't get that. I can't get that switch, even with a charge shot. Don't worry, use the Silver Tomahawk, and you're in. Now, as you may guess, considering we had to beat a boss for it, Sheepman is weak to the Crystal Eye that you get from Crystal Man. And as you can, he spends a lot of time in the air, so what I recommend doing is simply spamming it, as I'm doing here, and poor old Sheepman doesn't really stand much of a chance. There we go. Come on, crystals! There we go, and and that's it. And that was a much easier fight. Which makes sense. You do a bit more work, you get rewarded, and I think that works, quite nicely. But anyway, there we go. That was Dumet's Dream of Electric Sheep. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you've played it, I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, I hope that you do play it. Until next time, thank you very much for watching.